Space enthusiasts, brace yourselves. Northrop Grumman has just made history with the arrival of its largest ever cargo spacecraft at the International Space Station, ISS. And the mission's journey has been anything but routine. But here's where it gets even more fascinating. Not only did the Cygnus XL bring a record load to orbit, but its debut was marked by unexpected twists and meaningful tributes. Let's break down what happened. Early on September 18th, after overcoming a nerve-wracking delay, Northrop Grumman's Cygnus XL cargo vessel successfully reached the ISS. The robotic Canadarm2, delicately operated by NASA astronaut Jonny Kim, snared the massive freighter as the space station soared roughly 260 miles over Central Africa. For fans of space operations, it was a textbook moment, made all the more impressive since the Cygnus had originally been scheduled to arrive a day earlier, but was held back by a stubborn thruster anomaly. And this is the part most people miss. Getting a spacecraft to rendezvous with the ISS isn't just a matter of timing. It's a matter of recalculating orbital maneuvers on the fly. Bill Spech, NASA's manager for ISS operations integration, emphasized during the live broadcast that unforeseen propulsion hiccups forced the team to rethink the spacecraft's trajectory, ensuring that both payload and people remained safe. If you thought all rocket launches were precise, this is a reminder that improvisation is sometimes the name of the game. What sets the NG-23 mission apart? First, it's the maiden voyage for the Cygnus XL variant, a game-changer that can ferry far more cargo than its predecessors. Just over 11,000 pounds this trip, compared to only about 8,500 on earlier missions. The scale of this delivery is not only about numbers. It means more room for scientific equipment, critical spare parts, and life-sustaining resources for astronauts living on the edge of human possibility. But here's a twist that might spark debate. This is Northrop Grumman's first ISS trek in more than 12 months, following a string of setbacks. NG-22, a previously planned mission, was derailed not by launch failures, but by unexpected electronics and transport damage. Is it acceptable for such costly and complex space missions to face repeated delays? Should there be more safeguards? Or is unpredictability just part of the adventure in space? Adding a deeply personal dimension, this Cygnus XL was christened the SS Willie McCool, honoring a fallen astronaut from the tragic 2003 Columbia shuttle disaster. When astronaut Kim secured the spacecraft, he reflected on McCool's lasting influence, describing the arrival as proof that courage and compassion still orbit our planet. The gesture invites us to consider, how should we best commemorate those lost in pursuit of space exploration? The cargo itself reads like a cross-section of tomorrow's technology. Aboard are materials for growing semiconductor crystals in microgravity, tools meant to advance cryogenic fuel tanks, an innovative UV system to battle waterborne microbes, and pharmaceutical ingredients that could someday fight cancer. This mix of science and engineering might shape the future, both on Earth and in orbit. Finally, the SS Willie McCool is berthed at the Earth-facing port of the Unity module, where it's slated to remain until March 2026 before making a fiery re-entry. But here's a question. Was this mission a turning point in commercial cargo delivery, or just another step in a long, occasionally bumpy road? What improvements would you push for as we rely more heavily on private companies to supply the ISS? Dive into the comments. Does this triumph justify the setbacks, or is there still more ground to cover in the race to master cargo missions? Your perspective counts. Agree or disagree? Let's hear your take.